Hello and welcome to my channel. Now for these here, and I'm going to create a new enum for them. I'm going to copy and paste it in. And I also need one called class key. It's going to be an array. The reason why I need it is these two are in the wrong order. So I need something to swap them around. So I'm going to create this. So green is in the correct order, red is in the correct order, yellow is in the wrong order, and blue is in the wrong order. So what I've done is I've swapped yellow and blue in that. Now what I have to do with this is I have to replace this with something else. So I'm going to create a function here, and I'm going to call it test for the time being, but I'm going to rename it to something else. First thing I'm going to put in it is that, but I'm going to change that. So I'm going to use let instead of const, and I'm going to put the constants at the top. That's going to stay the same. Okay. Now this function is going to alter this key list and then return it back altered, so that, and it will alter it based on the state. Okay. There's a number of ways I could do this. Let me just push down a bit. Right there. Just put that down. Now I'm just going to talk about one of these. When I get to I'm going to loop through this array, and I'm going to get to this one here. And I can look at that. I can look at this, and it's going to have 0. It's going to be 0. That's going to be 0. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. And this one, I can use the class key and use this to tell me the ID. And then I can, but if I do it this way, I'm going to need another enum. In fact, I wouldn't need an enum, because what it is, I could use this one. So what I could do with this is, I could get the object keys out, and that will create an array with green, red, blue, and yellow. I could do that, okay, but I'm not going to use that way. The way I'm going to use is, I'm going to make use of this, because this stays exactly the same all the time. So what this loop is going to do, it's going to come in here, and it's not going to have the slightest clue what it is, but however, it's going to look at this button ID and see that it's green, it's going to add turn to it, so it's going to be green turn, and then it's going to do a check of the state, and depending on what the state is, it will append that green turn onto this, and depending on the other state, it will append this pointer text onto this, and then we'll move on to the next one, and we'll do exactly the same thing to all four of them, and then it will return it back to that. It will return it back here when it's finished, so that we can use it here, and we can replace it with this. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is I want to set up a loop. Okay. So we need something for the final text in the loop. So as I said, I'm going to get this and I'm going to append turn to it. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to call it class part. Okay. Now when I compare it to the state, when I'm here, how am I going to tell what color it is? I'm going to have to use the enums again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do now I can't put I in here, and I'll show you why. This enum follows the schemes. However, these numbers do not follow the scheme. So what I have to do is I have to use that class key that I created. So what I have to do is in here, I have to transform it using class keys. Class key, I mean. And then I can put the I in here. And at this point, I'm going to do a test. Now, to be honest, I want to be able to get into this. I want to be able to get into this class. And to be honest, I don't know how to get into it. Okay, I should be able to just go in here and get into it. But I don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna create something here just to get into it. Otherwise, I'm going to spend too much time testing. I'm not sure whether this is the correct way to do it, but this, for what I'm doing, this works. So I'm going to use this. So I'm creating a new object here, and I'm going to use that to test, do my testing. So I'm going to call Simon underscore test, and I expect it to. It's just going to tell me all the colors, and they're going to be in the it's going to be in the same order as this. And then if that's correct, then it's working. Okay, let me just have a look. Let's just put a dot here. Let me test. It's got green, red, yellow, blue. Now that's in the correct order. It matches this exactly. So far everything's working. So I can now move on. I'll just comment this out for now. Now I need to go to the state now. So I'm going to do if now there's two different ways to do this. I'm just going to show you an example of. In fact, I should assume that everyone knows JavaScript. Well, this is the last time I'm going to show JavaScript. But from now on, I'm going to just assume that you know JavaScript. Now this state is object. If I want to get access to, for example, active green, I can do that. That's one way to do it. Or if it's dynamic, I'll have to do it this way. Okay. So we want dynamic access. So we're gonna do it this way. Okay. So if that color is true, we're gonna append the text. So we're gonna remember we're gonna append this to something else. So we need to add a space at the beginning of it. So that's the first test that we're going to do on it. And then we're going to test for the key active. Or keys active. And we're going to basically do the same thing, but we're going to point. We're going to use the point. Okay. Let me just get rid of this. I'm not going to use this, but I'll keep it there. Remember, we're still in a loop here, and this is, imagine that this is the first one. So what we basically just done is we got that out, and we added turn to it. Okay, then we've done a check if the attribute is true. We're going to append the final text. If it's active, we're going to append that. So now the final text should be ready for us to use. So what we're going to do now is, at this stage, we're going to append this class type. And how we do it is, okay. So that's the loop. And when we come out of the loop, that key list should contain everything that we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now test it. So that should just console log an object to us. Okay. And according to this, green is set to true. I wasn't aware of that. So let's check the model. Let's check the state. And as you can see, green is true. So can you see what the output was? The output is green turn. Now if I set it to false, and I set this one to true, it should now add point to all the classes, or pointer. Can you see it's added pointer? Okay, so let me just try. So this is one more test I have to do. In fact, I'm going to do more tests, but I'm going to just do this quickly. So it's got red turn, and red pointer, so that's correct. So that's working. I just want to test that they're all working. I'm going to test them all at the same time. Okay, so as you can see, I was able to test them all at the same time. And they all are working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment this line out. And I'm going to delete this. We've already tested it and we know it's working, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to do fashion. Let's just do that. So now that will return the object. And I'm going to call this set key classes. So if I minimize that, I can now change all of this. and I can do that. One sec, it doesn't seem to be working. What I'm going to do is pause the video and I'm going to have a look. The error was, I forgot to put this here. So as you can see, it's now working. Now, if I go back to the model, I'm going to switch these off one at a time. Okay, so now the buttons are controlled by this state. Okay, I'm gonna end the video now. Until the next time, bye.